Here is the start of Rebecca's Private Idaho. Baked potato, 102 miler, French fry, 100K, and tater tot. And I'm gonna roll out. All right, standing up here. This is Trail Creek. This is Trail Creek climb. I'm about halfway up it, and it's a 4.5 mile climb. You start at about mile 9 of Private Idaho. Sun Valley and Ketchum are down there. This big old rock on the side here, this is about the halfway point, and coming up to the top. It's pavement for the first third down there, then it turns to gravel, and then you're on gravel until you return back to the same spot and you're headed home. So this is the start and finish of your Private Idaho ride for the baked potato or the French fry route, and it's a beautiful climb and descent. You'll love it. So get you warmed up in the morning. It spreads the race out, so people are just kind of in their own groups, and it's one of the most beautiful climbs in the world. So there's your sneak preview, and I'm headed to the top. Trail Creek, almost at the summit, just about, well, maybe a mile at the most. Just around that corner over there is the top. This Trail Creek climb, it's an old route. It's even on some really old maps from the 1800s and listed as a trail that existed long before that. And on the maps it just says Old Indian Trail. So we're nearing the top. And it does start to flatten out. It gets less and less steep the closer you get to the summit. This is one of the very few east-west crossings of this Pioneer Mountain Range. There's not another way across for 50 miles either direction. So it's a well-loved, important route, and one of the few passages through these really rugged mountains. We do have a climbing awards that we have, and we have timing mats top and bottom of Trail Creek, and we have mountain climbing awards in categories for the fastest combined time up this side of Trail Creek to the summit, and then also on the return up the other side. So your combined time is measured for some climbing awards. So all of you climbers out there, take note, at the bottom of Trail Creek, both sides, and at the summit, there's a timing mat. For the rest of you, even if you're not going for those climbing awards, please go over the mats because that's our only way on this very remote course of having record where you went and that you passed through. So it's an important safety measure for us to have people cross the timing mats. Not for the race time or anything. Of course we use it for that, but we use it as a safety tracking measure. Oh, I'm getting passed right now. Nice. So these gates at the top of the climb, 11.72 miles from the start. Whew. Trail Creek Summit. This is the dividing line. Well, here we go, Trail Creek Summit. Elevation 7,896. And this is also the location for Rebecca's Private Idaho, where we will have rest stop number 1. So 11.78 miles in, this is rest stop number 1, where we'll have food, drink, communication, medical attention, and you'll be happy to get to this top of this climb. It's a really festive spot coming both ways. You'll also see this rest stop aid station, Trail Creek aid station, on your way home. So just about when you're near the finish, you can grab a quick Red Bull, grab a high five, and when you're going that way, you'll be headed out. But yeah, this will be rest stop number 1, Trail Creek rest stop at 11.7 miles and an elevation. So far we've climbed 2,048 feet from the start, and we're at 78.96. So yeah, town is 5,800, and you climb a quick 2,000 in the first under 12 miles. But that is the biggest climb of the ride. And now this truly is the gateway into the Copper Basin, into an area called the Big Lost, with the Big Lost River, and really I feel like an immersion in nature and an immersion in just being in touch with the earth, with your community of cyclists, and with yourself. So it's a pretty magical gateway to arrive to on the way out, but then also to return to on the way home, back to town and the finish line. But this area is known for flat tires. Because people get up the climb, they're so excited, head down the other side. And this is a pretty good road, but as you can see, there's quite a few embedded rocks. It's often a bit more dusty and rubbly. We've had recent